You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Hood Table. What up, hoodies? What up, Kinfolk, family, supporters, subscribers? Thanks for tuning in tonight. Now, I hope that our show tonight doesn't have any issues because we are having some severe cold weather up here in Omaha, Nebraska. It is going to be negative 20 degrees tonight, and we've got a warning from the utility company saying that they will sporadically be having they will purposely be having sporadic power outages throughout our city. So at certain times, certain areas is going to be without power for like a couple of hours, and then they'll turn it back on. Then they'll go to another part of the city. So yeah. And I don't know when that's going to happen, but they said it's going to run through like Tuesday night or Wednesday morning or something like that till the weather hopefully starts warming up. But I don't know when that's going to happen because last night it was negative 14. Tonight it's going to be negative 20. So please, come on in and get ready for this live review of Sistas, and make sure you hit the like button, share button, and subscribe to the Hood Table if you're not already subscribed. And I'm going to try to get through the show as quickly as possible because again, I'm not sure about our power right now in our city. But yes, we are going to be discussing Sistas season 2, episode 15, and let me just make sure I have, hold on one second. Okay, I just want to make sure I have it shared to my Facebook. All right, you guys. So come on in, get ready to enjoy this review, and make sure you always, as usual, as normally, make sure you put any of your comments about any of the scenes, any of the characters in the comment section for me. Thank you so much. And again, this is Sistas season 2, episode 15, and it was called A Tough Decision. So at the beginning of this episode, Preston, he was sitting near Danny's apartment door. He was all beat up and he was waiting for her to return home. Evidently, after his brothers confronted Danny and then got ran over by Danny at the airport, they went home and took it all out on Preston. And I was looking at Preston like, come on now, Mr. Rodeo. How the hell you allow these two fools to whoop your ass? I mean, that Preston who looks like he can at least bench 500 pounds easily. Don't let them crazy hillbilly ass brothers of his whoop on him like that. I don't know. That's just crazy to me. But he did deny to Danny that him and his brothers had made a bet on her. But should she believe him, y'all? Do y'all believe him? Or is it possible that his brothers just told her that to make her want to leave Preston alone? I don't know, but it didn't work. And the craziest part of the whole thing was that they are his half brothers. And I'm like, first of all, ain't no sisters or no brothers of mine's gonna be whipping my ass because they don't like who I'm dating. So you know damn well ain't no half sisters or half brothers of mine about to lay hands on me either. It ain't gonna happen. But Preston claims that, everybody ain't like that. Like his sister who Danny met at the airport, she's cool and she's fine with their relationship. She has no qualms about who he dates. He said it's only certain people in his family that has a big issue with it. But then, when she tried to take him to the hospital to get some medical attention, he refused to go. Instead of going to the ER, he'd rather have her, just run him a cold bath for him to soak in, get him some ice, put in a towel for his eye, just throw a steak on his face. Then after that, he'll just head to a hotel. But Danny was like, nah. First of all, what you mean you going to a hotel when you got all this right here? She said, you can stay right here with me. He was like, well, are you sure? Because, I mean, what about those other guys? What about those other fellas, including the booty liquor? I was like, damn it, I almost forgot about the booty liquor and the booty shorts and the bedazzled vest. Don't ask me how. Don't ask me how, because I was teasing the mess out of him for that outfit. But Preston is going to be living with Danny, at least for now. But because of the threats from his family, how long do y'all think that'll last? And not only that, but those two people, they are so opposite. So opposite. But you know what they say about opposites attract, right? Matter of fact, y'all remember that song? Was it by Pebbles? Was that song by Pebbles? 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. We go together because opposites attract. Y'all remember that song? That used to be my shit back in the day. But anyway, moving right along. Andy and Gary. Now, when Andy got home, the first thing she noticed was a big bouquet of roses from Gary. Now, that to me was not a surprise. What was a surprise was how the doorman entered into her apartment and left flowers without her even alerting them that she had a delivery coming. And I ain't never lived in no bougie apartment, so maybe that's how they do. But to me, regardless, how much rent I pay, how much mortgage I pay in a house, apartment, condo, whatever, I don't want nobody entering my shit unless I'm there. So I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, what did y'all really think about the doorman? Didn't he set Andy up so smooth? She walked right on into that. She had no idea who he really was. And before finding that out, Andy had mentioned how Mr. Phelps, the man upstairs in the penthouse, is always flirting with her and everybody else. Andy also told the doorman that she doesn't believe Mr. Phelps should be doing that, since he's a married man and all. And that's when the doorman told her that Mr. Phelps has been saying the same thing about Andy. Like he feels the same way about you. She was like, what you mean? What you say? Say what? Say who? But from what the doorman was saying, everybody in the entire building knows what went down in Andy's personal life. That includes the fact that she herself was involved with a married man. And all the tenants and all the employees in the building, including the man upstairs in the penthouse, knows all about Andy's ex and the fact that Gary even went to jail for embezzlement. Like, imagine that everybody know all your business in your apartment building. She was like, so that's why everybody been looking at me like they crazy or like I'm crazy. But then come to find out, Nicholas, the doorman, is the son of Mr. Phelps, the man who lives upstairs in the penthouse. And his wife, Nicholas's mother, Mr. Phelps' wife, she has been handing out flyers to everybody walking in and out the building. And on these flyers is a picture of Andy. She is letting everybody know that Andy, the lady upstairs on the 7th floor, is a homewrecker. I was like, child. She was like, so that's the word on the street? That's the word on the street? That's why everybody be looking at me crazy around here. But for the meantime and in between time, she told him, take the flowers out, give them to somebody, give them to your girl, take them downstairs, put them in the lobby, whatever. Send them to a funeral home, shit. Do something with them. Just get them the hell out of her house. Now, moving on to Fatima and Zach. Just as I had thought from Fatima's phone call to Zach on the last show, she was going to come to the door in a sexy lingerie. And actually, it wasn't all that sexy, but it was still a lingerie. So I was half right. Give me half credit. Thank you. But, and also, just like I said, she was going to have everything ready for Zach to relax and get in the shower. But what I did not expect was for Zach to not deny Fatima of what she wants from him. I just knew he would shut her down after everything he done said to her. You know how she didn't want him, he didn't want to be involved, he didn't want to be in a relationship, he don't even want to stay there anymore because he don't want, him to lose focus of what he's trying to accomplish, with that program that he's in. But man, when Zach removed all his clothes, showing his beautiful masculine body, man, I was like, whoo, child, that man is fine. I don't care. He goofy and all on the show, and he's goofy on his social media too. He's really a character, but he got a nice ass body. I cannot ignore that fact. But anywho, I was trying my best to try to see through that shower glass door. It like the shower glass had like the top part you could see through, the bottom part you could see through, but the middle part was frosted. I was trying my best, like, I can't wait till my glasses get here next week. Because I was trying my damnedest to look through that shower glass. But anyway, he had Fatima in every which way, every position in that shower, and him and his scroll back had her lifted up all in the air up against the wall. I was like, go ahead, Fatima, go ahead, Fatima. But both of them, they was pleasing the hell out of each other in that hot ass shower. And Fatima, who at first didn't even want to get in the shower because she didn't want to get her hair wet, she had a head full of matted, soaked hair. Her hair was just tousled and disheveled. And I don't know if she grew that hair or if she purchased that hair, but it was all messed up and wet by the time they got done. So, Zach, my dear, I do believe that you owe Fatima some salon money. Now let's talk about Karen and Aaron. Karen and Aaron. I just realized like that rhymed like but anyway, Karen and Aaron, who have been seeing each other for some time now, were sitting around her crib, discussing their relationship. And one of the things Karen brought up was, how does Aaron manage to abstain from having sex? Because remember, he has been practicing abstinence ever since him and his wife separated. And he claims that because he's abstaining from sex does not mean that he doesn't think about it a lot. Because after all, he is a man, and we know most men think about sex from night till day. But anywho, he feels like, you know what? I'm trying to remain abstinence because, for one, a commitment is more than just about sex. He wants to make sure that what they have right now, will not change once they do decide to have sex. And being that they are still getting to know each other, he doesn't want to rush into it. So fearing that sex might, complicate things, he would like their relationship to be one of full commitment, presence, and dedication before knocking those boots. And yet still, once he feels that their relationship has reached that point, they would still have to get married first. She was looking at him like, marriage? I don't know. I don't know, but the bigger question is, how long can Karen abstain from sex? Like, because clearly she is sexually frustrated. It's written all over her face. She is clearly sexually frustrated, talking about, I don't know how much longer I can hold out. And I don't know how much longer Karen can hold out. Hell, she can't even handle just lying in the bed next to him. She had her leg all over him, trying to entice him, trying to seduce him. And he's like, I'm a man of the cloth, because let's not forget, he is supposed to be a pastor, a preacher, a deacon, a prophet, something like that, a man of the cloth. So he was like, gotta go to work, gotta go. But that old Aaron, he is confident, that if she does get with somebody else, if she does have sex with somebody else, he's quite confident that the other man won't be able to hold a candle to him. Yes, that Aaron is pretty sure of himself. And as he said, he's also pretty sure of his God. And let's hope so. I hope that's good enough, because let Aaron tell it, Karen was calling out Zach's name in her sleep last night. But he feels like if she get with any other man, that man can't hold a candle to him. We shall see. We shall see. But when it comes to Aaron's turn to ask her a question, why was his first question, how old was you when you lost your virginity? You see how fast Karen got up? She must have jumped up out of that seat to go refill her wine glass. Like she asked him, how does he abstain from sex? Then he turns around and asks her, how long has she been having sex? Like, is that a common question a pastor would ask a potential first lady? Because to me, that's just as bad as asking a woman, how many men has she had sex with? And me personally, I ain't never honestly told a man how many men I have slept with. Because to me, it's like, why you want to know that? I mean, I be like, I think it was maybe 5 or 6. No more than 9. No more than because I'm just like, again, that's none of your business. Like, what happens before you stays before you. But as far as Aaron, saying he'll be always be transparent. He said, I'm always gonna be transparent with you. Why do I still have a feeling that he was the one who ran up all those charges on her credit card? Am I crazy? Am I reaching? I just feel like Zach really didn't do it. And I just can't imagine who else might have done it. So I don't know, child. I don't know. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that damn credit card scandal. But speaking of those credit cards, Karen did end up filing charges against Zach. Those charges led to him having a warrant out for his arrest. So at the end of the show, we did see him getting pulled over and taken to jail. Now, my next question for you guys is, do you think that because of this scene, Fatima will finally come out telling one of those ladies, most likely Karen, that her and Zach are a thing? I mean, Zach, he's on his way to jail. Fatima, she's on her way to Karen's shop, her beauty salon, to get her hair laid and sprayed. So it is bound to come up, don't y'all think? I don't know. I think it's bound to come up. And I can see it now, y'all. I can see it now. Karen accidentally burning Fatima's scalp or burning her ear or accidentally cutting off too much of her hair. Like, you sleeping with who? Shh. Oops. My bad. Trying to cover it up. Put some Gorilla Glue on it. Some Gorilla Glue spray on it. Now that shit was a mess, a whole mess, and I still call it clout chasing. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. But yeah, don't forget that Karen did just go to bed with Aaron. They didn't have sex, but from what Aaron said, Karen was calling out Zach's name in her sleep. So, does that mean that she still got feelings for Zach? Would she care or not care if Fatima told her that that's who she's been messing around with? And then, can you imagine Fatima once she finds out that Karen, the one who's doing her hair, sent her man to jail? Like, oh my God. Can't wait to the next episode, y'all. Can't wait to the next episode. And I hope y'all did enjoy this episode like I did and also enjoyed my review. Please make sure, again, on your way out, if you didn't do it already, hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the Hood Table if you're not already subscribed. And again, keep us in your prayer because it's cold up here. It's cold up here. And they supposed to be turning our power out. Man, I was just like, this can't be happening. Now, normally stuff like this, it's not like this stuff ain't happened before where the utility companies got to turn off people's power, throughout the city and stuff. But that's normally in the summertime when people is draining the power with running their air, when it's like over the hundreds, all over the country. I haven't seen this happen in the wintertime, at least not that I can remember, not here in Omaha, Nebraska. But anyway, y'all, stay safe, stay blessed. If you are having conditions such as I with cold weather, please try to stay warm. Always remain vigilant. And always, y'all know hoodies. Y'all know, keep it hood. Bye.